If you don't take this shit off, yeah.
I don't want them to know who I am.
This is not the father of my child. You are not the father.
I'll leave.
Make sure you have the right people in your corner in a vulnerable moment like that, because it can make a huge difference. They're trained to cut to you, period. They almost did not give me the epidural.
Fuck that. You don't need an epidural. You got that shit.
If you don't take this shit off, yeah.
Yo, I don't want them to know who I am.
You guys, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
like I cannot make one serious video. Even when we talking about my birth story.
First of all, did I sign anything saying you gonna show my face? No, right? So I don't want them to know who I am.
This is not the father of my child. You are not the father.
I'll leave.
Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. Anyways.
You better edit this shit out.
I'm not. You wanna
Bro, I look like a dyke right now.
You look like a wet chicken.
Oh no. Please don't put that part in there.
I'ma put it in there.
Don't put that in. Alright, you got family that's alright, never mind.
Time out, we're not even supposed to be cursing. This is supposed to be, PG-13. Actually no, because I think my vagina might be showing a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely not PG-13.
Nah, my vagina's not gonna show. Okay, so boom. These people would.
Nah.
When it's not the kids, it's the adult. When it's not the adult, it's the people, the maintenance people.
It was good.
Alright, move on.
All right, so I'm 9.5 centimeters in.
And it's 8 o'clock now, and I just got my epidural.
Once you hit 10 centimeters, it's time to push. But I decided to opt for epidural. Epidural came at the last minute. And if it wasn't for you, I probably would have signed up to do the C-section, even though I probably wouldn't have had time to get into the C-section because there was a waiting list. So
Yeah.
tell them, speak on it.
Oh, I think when you got to 6 centimeters, you couldn't take it no more.
I was already at the hospital at 6 centimeters.
Yeah, you couldn't take it no more.
Yeah, I think it was a mental thing though, knowing that I was there already and somebody could do something about getting this baby out of me and just taking the pain away did something to me. I was so desperate. But when I was at home, I knew that wasn't even an option. I would have to wait it out.
Yeah.
So
but
I think that's where I fucked up at.
But even when we was here, he was like, I don't know about a natural birth.
I said that?
I'm just like, damn, we didn't even get to the hospital yet.
there?
You was on the floor right here, and your mom was standing over you, and you said that. He was like, call the doctor.
Yeah, I was like, call the hospital, let them know that we're coming.
Yeah, and then you just threw that random comment in there. I don't know if I'm gonna do a natural birth. I'm just like, damn, we didn't even get to the hospital yet.
Yeah, so once I got there and I was in the room, I was ready, get this baby out of me, take this pain away. But like they say, make sure you have the right people in your corner in a vulnerable moment like that, because it can make a huge difference. If he wasn't telling me, babe, you're almost there, just hold out, forget the C-section, this is not what you want, constantly reminding me of my goal, I would have folded.
Yeah, she would have folded as soon as we got there.
Yeah, and we're vulnerable as women when we're going through something like that. If you've been there, done that, you know that you get real desperate. You panic. It takes a certain level of discipline to stick to your plan, and without your support system, it's not gonna happen. It would take a lot.
Yeah, because if you excuse me for saying this, but if you was a single mom and you went in that situation by yourself, you probably would have been yo, get this baby out of me.
Yeah, I can see
because
why.
You only have your thoughts to reflect on.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the hospital already pushing that shit. So.
Right. Like that one nurse I was telling them about, the night shift nurse, she kept poking me to do the C-section. And even when you weren't there, I don't know where you went.
Not one. Well, they brought it up at first, but I feel like twice they brought it up when I wasn't there.
Like trying to pressure me, like, oh, you have to decide now.
And then after that last one, they never came back and asked for that again. Like,
because it was a different nurse.
Yeah.
And
no, but even she didn't come back for like a whole hour or something.
Yeah,
like
she
that.
left me like to suffer, como quien dice, like, oh, you don't want to oblige to what I'm pushing, which is C-section. You guys know the hospital loves a C-section because they can control it, and they're trained to cut to you, period. They're not really trained to give you that bedside manner that you need during that long period of time that you're going through pain. So keep that in mind. So 9.5 centimeters, the anesthesiologist walks in and they're like, do we have time? Do we not have time? Because, after a certain period of time, once you're at 9.5 centimeters, it's time to start like pushing soon. So they almost did not give me the epidural. Almost. I feel like if you would have been like, babe, no, I would have went through with it. No epidural. But then you folded too at that moment.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily my decision. It was you. You was like, you couldn't take the pain no more. And
yeah, but it wasn't me talking for real.
No, but physically you can see like you was like going through it. Me, I don't know what you're feeling. I'm not gonna force that decision on you. Like, nah, fuck that. You don't need an epidural. You got that shit. Like, I'm not the one. Like, my dick not ripping. Like,
Jesus, come on. We're not talking about dick ripping.
I'm just saying though. Like, I'm not going through that. I'm not going through anything like physically. I'm there. So like, for me to make that decision for you, like, it just wasn't appropriate. I was just there to be your advisor for that. If you physically feel like that's it, I'm at the point where I can't hold out no more. All right, I'm cool with it if you are.
No, I appreciate that, and I thank you for that. I'm just saying, like,
the C-section was a hell no.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying like I'm blaming you for me getting the epidural, because at the end of the day, that was really my decision. But like, just keeping in mind my birth plan, I feel like we didn't have enough practice talking on my preferences, because I don't think I like sat you down and said I don't want an epidural, like, no matter what. Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just folded.
Now I folded.
I've been said that.
I didn't get the shot, so who really folded?
Me. It was hard.
Nah, yeah. I think you got to a point where you couldn't really take it, and I feel like people against the epidural or whatever. I feel like it was appropriate given the situation. Like, it was like, and then on top of that, your shit ripped. Now imagine if you didn't have the epidural, like you probably would have passed out.
You getting ahead of yourself.
Oh shit.
So the epidural happened, right? Like literally right on time, so close to not being able to get that epidural. And if I wouldn't have gotten the epidural, I feel like I would have survived, but it would have been excruciating. When that epidural hit in, 20 minutes. It took 20 minutes to hit. I was cruising, sailing, chilling. I think I started smiling. I was
she started smiling. We start cracking jokes and stuff.
Yeah, I felt so much better, but I could still feel the pressure down there. So the epidural numbs you from waist down. And then it was time to push. I think, how many times did I push?
3-4 times.
Yeah, 3 contractions, I believe they were. 3 contractions.
I think it was 3.
Yeah, it was 3 contractions. And then all I remember was, let me not leave this part out. There was a mirror that I requested to put in front of me so that I can be able to see what I was doing. Because a lot of people may or may not know, when you get the epidural, you're numb, so you're not really sure what's going on down there unless the doctor's telling you push.
You put them in there, you disconnect. Go ahead. Good job.
You cut in little cord.
You know I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
You lucky I got it.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, there was no clip of me actually pushing. That's why I'm trying to be as descriptive as possible. Things just didn't go as planned, but if the doula was there, we probably would have gotten a little bit more, but it's okay. We're not dwelling on the past. Hopefully you guys are able to like envision how that went.
Yeah, all in all, that experience it was good. Closer to great. Like 1 out of 10, I feel like the experience was like that specific part was probably an 8.
We need to speak more on that experience versus the first experience.
Oh yeah,
But
compared
that
to the
should be,
yeah.
I think that should be more on our podcast. You want to do it here? No.
No. So yeah, true.
So yeah, labor and delivery was a success. I successfully had a VBAC. You guys, it was not a TOLAC because it was successful. It was a VBAC, okay? So if you are considering doing a vaginal birth after C-section, know that it is doable. Don't let nobody else tell you that you can't do it, because mama, yes you can. I did it, so can you.
That's it. Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, you stay doing that.
What?
Cursing people out.
Just put the little bleep.
Stay tuned for part 3 where Zakai meets his little brother and I speak more on my experience postpartum. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification for another video like this. Peace out.
Like for the cameraman.